Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat and today we are unboxing Brian Cage of the Unrivaled collection. This is series 9 and number 74 in the set, and this is the back of the box. He also comes in the same set as Eddie Kingston, Ricky Starks, Christian Cage, Thunder Rosa and Powerhouse Hobbs. So plenty of new wrestlers in this line. Brian Cage of course is absolutely massive. And he was the one that everyone all thought would be the first one to jump from AEW to WWE, because people all thought he was a WWE guy because he was huge and massive, and he did not. Instead it was Cody Rhodes, which really surprised a lot of people. And Brian Cage is still happily in AEW at this very point of recording, and I believe he is currently in a team with Swerve Strickland. And they are currently feuding with Keith Lee. At the point of recording, of course. I'm not sure when this video is going to go up, because these videos are staggered. So sometimes I'll record one and we are not keeping the box, which is why we're just tearing right through it. We've already unboxed Mr. Brody Lee and CM Punk. So be sure to check out those videos if you are interested in those. And let's do the unboxing. So he comes with an alternate head which I think looks a little bit better, which I'm glad that they did. He comes with two alternate hands, and we of course have big Brian Cage himself. So I am quite glad that they've actually made Brian Cage look absolutely massive. So massive that he refused to leave his packaging. And there we go. That was certainly an ordeal. So the alternate hands he comes with. Well, let's take a look at what he comes with first of all. So, where is the shoulder? Okay, right, so it does like that. Okay, what a weird feeling figure this is. So he is ginormous. He is essentially the Brock Lesnar of AEW. Oh my goodness, it's not the camera. And straighten up the knee pads, which separate. So I've always thought that Brian Cage was a really cool looking character, that, you know, that he split his colours, you know, like literally down the middle. So that's always very, very cool to see. So the hands that he comes with look like this. Let me just see if I can get the camera to focus in there. So it's a very, very strange hand, and they've done almost the same on this one. Whereas the alternate hands you come with are much more regular gripping style hands, as you can see, you know, like so. The other hand is exactly the same. I've always kind of hated the, you know, the mouth open screaming heads, because they look absolutely terrible for displays, and I'm really, really thankful that they gave this alternate head for Brian Cage, which is absolutely the one that I will be using on my displays. So he is absolutely massive. The chest is massive. He's very, very wide. The shoulders are massive. The biceps are massive. This is, I think, just a completely new scale just for him. Now this elbow feels really strange. It's like it almost feels like it wants to break. You know, it's like it feels like it's hanging on by a thread. So that is something to be very, very careful of. Let's see if the other arm is exactly the same. No, this one has some actual flexibility. Now, of course, you're not going to get the full bicep crunch here that you would normally get, because Brian Cage does have these huge, huge muscles. He does have the torso swivel, of course, in both parts. The legs actually spread more than what I expected. The knees, even with the knee pad, being there does actually give a little bit of flexibility. It is on a double knee joint, hidden behind those knee pads, which are separate. So it is interesting the way that has been done. Of course, the top part here is painted onto the leg. You have the boot swivel, you have the ankle pivot and the ankle swivel, of course, and the same on this side. So you do get a lot of flexibility out of your Brian Cage. Let me just try this elbow once again. See if it's maybe loosens up a little bit. It is particularly this hinge here that is the one that seems very, very loose. Because this part here, the forearm, moves fine, but this one, that's a little bit pernickety. So we just need to be careful of that one when you are just. I feel like it might just be a one-off with my figure, but it looks and feels like that might be something that's potentially a problem with all your figures. If anyone else has a Brian Cage figure out there, let me know if you guys have the same problem on this arm with this part here, or if it is just unique to me. So we are of course going to be swapping out the head, so it's just a case of popping it off, just like that there. And then the new one, oh my goodness, should just pop on, in theory, but the little peg turn forward, there. Sometimes getting it in the first time can be difficult, can be a little bit tricky, as one can see. It was almost in there and then just popped back out. Okay, like that, something like that. My goodness, look at this. It's like, he looks like the Hunchback of Notre Dame here. Ah, there we go. With the strength of at least 15 cats, I have managed to do it. There we are. There is Brian Cage. In retrospect, once we've got this head on, there is something that looks a bit weird about him. I think it's maybe because the mouth is extended, the head looks bigger, but like when he's got his head normally, it looks like his head's a bit like too small for his body. So, that is interesting to say the least. So let's swap out these the strange hands. Should just pop right out, and then the new ones just clip right in. And we're going to do that again with the other one. And there we go. There is much more normal. I'm just trying to position all the parts up. Brian Cage, or as normal as Brian Cage can be, because he is a tremendously ginormous man. And we're just going to straighten up that head just a little bit more. I'm not sure what pose to put Brian Cage in, so I'm just giving him a sort of generic style look. So let's do a quick little size comparison. We've got Brody Lee, who is quite a tall boy. You can see there is a bit of a height difference there. And of course we also have Charles Montgomery Punk in there as well. So you can see that you can't really see it as much for Brody Lee, but you can see the chest and shoulder difference and body difference between Brian Cage and CM Punk. That CM Punk is a little bit more. CM Punk is actually taller than Cage, and significantly more slimmed down, where Brian Cage is built like Brock Lesnar, as I said. So there we are, and the last thing to do is our little rotation gimmick, just to show off our figure, and just put Cage on there like so. And that is going to be it for this little video, folks. I really hope you all enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share and subscribe, and if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so you can see when more of these little videos go up. And we will see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.